Alright, so here's another StarCraft II recording for you guys. This one's just an introduction to Commander Mengsk. So Mengsk's new commander, just got him. I leveled him up already, and so I'm able to do what you can see here is just a supply drop, which is nice because it allows me to get a whole bunch of workers real fast. Another thing that you notice is I'm getting my gas as soon as possible, just because Mengsk is great. You can build he builds workers so fast, and also all of his workers turn into soldiers if you want. So if you're building soldiers, you're simultaneously building workers. And so if you can see, I already got my max saturation with a couple extras already, while over here Abathur is still working on getting any tech at all. So it's pretty cool. You gotta build a supply depot right away, and then I get straight into building my production. And so, like you can see, I just turned my workers or my soldiers into workers. And so right now I'm actually looking to get up the tech tree just super fast. And so I want all my dudes doing something. And as you can see, they build really fast. So a big thing with Mengsk is, if you can see the top center, that's got, I think it's Imperial Command or something. It's, you know, your special ability power. And right now the stat to the left of that 23 and right of 23 is 0 and 0. Now what you want to do is you want to get those numbers up to start getting that Imperial Command, which is actually most of what Mengsk does. He can really play defensively and then just use his abilities to mess people up, as you can see. As you can see in this game. So we want to get that Imperial Command going real quick, and if you see this, you get the starport, you get your Imperial, what is this guy? Mandate. And so as soon as you get that up, it'll show you. And so I'm actually going for a what's it called? The battle cruiser building, a reactor, battle cruiser building, fusion core. And just because it's got an upgrade in there that doubles my Imperial Mandate. So you'll see as this guy, as the Zeppelin pops out, I'm going to drop the Imperial Mandate button. Where's the Indoctrinate mode? And that'll give you 20% movement speed, 20% attack. And also, if you could look at my Imperial Mandate, I've got what looks like 57. Depends on when those workers are coming in and out. And now I start climbing real quick. And so this is something from the Fusion Core. This will double your Imperial Mandate again for anyone that's under the Zeppelin. And yeah, that's how it works. And so Mengsk is really crazy because his workers and his soldier dudes that come out of the command center cost 40. And they also build really fast, like even faster than Raynor co-op buildings. And so you really just gotta keep on that production, because these guys they're almost like Zerglings but Marines, where they're just like super cheap and really dispensable. And again, you want to get that mandate going. So what I do is I get that mandate going, and then you can drop bunkers like that, and you just get more dudes and more mandate, and it's just kind of like this self-feeding process. And so now the game's about to get turned up. We're gonna have to go and take out probably the one to the left. The Void Shard to Void Shard to the left, just because the expansion is there and we want more money.
Our allies are being attacked.
So again, you can see me just constantly dropping these things. I do want to keep a little bit of supply just for emergencies if something happens. This guy's going ham over here. But at the same time, I want that mandate, so I want more people under my Zeppelin. And if you look now, I got 122. That looks like that upgrade finished. So you can see my mandates going boop, 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 which is like the whole freaking thing. And Mengsk has got some really good powers when his mandate gets filled up. You can see that it's released the Zerg, which you can release a bunch of Zerglings for 25. You can release Zerglings and Roaches for, and you can see it just bumped up again at 75 Mutalisks, Zerglings, and Hydralisks, and again it'll bump up one more time, and I'll have the option to nuke, which is an amazing, just so much damage. Or I can launch, I think I just launched this Zerg, and you can see that's a freaking army right there that's about to take out this Void Shard, no problem.
My dominion, right or wrong.
Our allies
So I'm just continuing with my research, continuing with my tech. As you can see, like I've hardly left my base, honestly, and just relied on these special abilities while I increase that Imperial mandate and let my Zerg army just, my timed free Zerg army. And as you can see, my Imperial mandate's like 123, so I'm already back almost to max. So the other one, so the one on the left is the workers, and it depends on just the people that you build from your command center, and that's how you get mandate from them. The one on the right is your special units that Mengsk gets, and they're like super powerful. Here I think I'm about to drop a nuke just to save the thing. And so that's a whole bunch of missiles, and boom, a nuke. And my Imperial mandate. See, I got my army out and not under the Zeppelin, so they're kind of, they don't have as much mandate anymore. The tank will still get mandate no matter where it is.
We're the higher authority. This is the home front now.
So I'm going to get my soldiers back under the Zeppelin. Is this guy?
If you can't leave it, love it.
And honestly, I should probably have a bunch of my soldiers over here, change into workers, and harvest as much as I can get, right? As soon as more money. More money.
Or we'll be fighting them
So,
at home.
but this is another interesting part. I just repositioned my army. My main base is super defended. And so here, I just create another defensive position. And those bunkers are super useful. You'll get to see this is a massive army that just, spawns for the computer. And so see, I just dropped 2 bunkers like that. And this guy, I mean, those brutalists are so OP that it doesn't even matter. But I dropped 2 bunkers right there. If he wanted to come charge into that, I got tanks behind that. My tanks are, that one's a level 3 because Mengsk's army levels up. Or the Imperial Force does at least. And so that level 3 tank actually stuns anything that's approaching, which is a crazy OP upgrade. I mean, the tank costs like 350 gas. So,
You want to build emergency powers.
Alright, so now I'm getting into the full swing of Mengsk. You can see these things. These are like, what are these things called? They bombard. They've got like probably the longest range in the game. For sure the longest range in the game. And it's just like the tower. I kind of feel like it's like Nazi Germany, and I am doing blitzkrieg, just totally weakening the enemy before I roll in with my tanks and just kind of easily mop up. So you can see, I do have the range upgrade, but you can launch it anywhere, and they just continuously fire, doing 100 damage to a random but very large area, not sky. So that's kind of you still gotta take out the air units, but pretty much you can bomb because these things just keep on going. I've got 8 minutes left to kill that void. I could probably kill it with just these rings. Honestly, they do 100 damage, and as you can see, they're just gonna mess up this guy without any effort on my part. So I'm like, yeah, those are a good idea. I'm gonna build a couple more here in a moment. And again, Mengsk is kind of weird. I'm just gonna chill in my base and use my abilities. So this is released at a time where the mutation going on right now is the same. I'm playing the mutation. This isn't a mutation, but the mutation is done on this level, just with ridiculously harder units everywhere in play and everything. The mutations are crazy,
Prepare defenses.
So I pretty much got these bomb. I'm pretty much set now, right? Like I'm just gonna chill in my base, watch this guy get taken out, and generate that Imperial mandate. Also, keep on researching, get all my upgrades, and then when I get, maxed out, as I'm about to be, I then kind of want to sacrifice some dudes, and I'll just send my dudes in, and a bunch of them will die just because that's what happens, and then you can build more gas-heavy units, like tanks, or these Imperial units.
Release the Zerg.
Oh, release the Zerg. Oh, that was just to save my Look at that, that's so OP. Look at my mandate just climbing super fast. I'm gonna have a nuke here in a moment.
forces are under attack.
I'd say it's OP with like everybody that level maxes. Everyone that's level maxed, Raynor, anybody is going to be OP.
With the public's full support,
Another really interesting thing is what I do now is you get these free bunkers, so you can draw them as long as you're not supply capped. I'm about to do it, and then what I do is I salvage other bunkers.
This is the home front.
More money, more money, more money.
Empire's right behind me.
Look at those things. You're just going, just like dropping bombs all day long, and I could probably take that thing out with just these things. I got plenty of time.
people of the Dominion,
Upgrade.
rise up and defend yourselves.
Nice, I just dropped these bunkers, and now I'm over supply cap, just so I can get even more Imperial Mandate. Drop it like it's hot. Boom, boom, boom. So obviously now going in there is going to be ridiculously. I mean, those things probably just dropped out like 1,000, 2,000 points of damage on this area, which is nice. But my soldiers can just walk in there nonchalantly. So look at my supply now,
An
right?
attack is headed for our base.
So you can see that
Shield
that
yourself.
soldier just died, but that was it, right? I mean, Abathur, or whoever this guy is that Abathur? Comes in before me, and he's got like this ridiculously armored. Look at that! Like his units do not die. Even when hit by a Yamato, it doesn't even take their shields off, and then they're back. They regen. They do that. And I have. I'm not even using my. I should even use my mandate even more, honestly, just so I can save money, get more money, get more money. I mean, it's not like this was hard. Just because we're both level max level, it'd be hard. We'd have to be really hard to use this stuff. I'm about to do another video on the challenge, the mutation. It's just way harder, so I got to do a bunch before if I can like. I don't know. Hopefully I win, but on the first try, that never happens. I have beat one with Mengsk, but it was just so OP. So if you look at Mengsk, each of these soldiers, I think I clicked on one right here, is doing, so a normal soldier, right, this guy, I think is doing 8 damage. This guy, no, that's not a normal soldier, that's an assault trooper. So he's been upgraded, he's got a gun that does 16 damage, and we have a normal trooper just doing 7 damage, but he does have the one upgrade though.
You sound
And
surprised.
so, I don't know what a Marine
Replace
does,
this
but
adjutant
this,
immediately.
I can tell you, this army's got a ridiculous, DPS. So you can see if you just stutter step it in anywhere, it's really going to mow down the thing. The other thing with Mengsk is that you've got to be really careful about your engagements, because it does take a while to build up your army again. And so like if you're going in here right at the last, actually at the end of this fight here, I'll like drop some bombs and lose all my supply. I mean, it's the last fight, so it's appropriate, but you know, if I didn't win with that fight,
Enemies
it would have taken me a
inbound.
while to build up that supply
They
again.
never stop clawing at me.
And so that's something you got to think about when you're playing as Mengsk. You got to take if you get demolished, it's really hard to build. You kind of just want your troopers to be dying while your Royal Guard just continues to live, right? It's kind of like Marines. I just totally missed this attack because it comes in and destroys 3 of my bombers here. So check this out. Just stutter step. I mean, there's not much going on here with these stutter steps. It's going to KO everything.
Base is under attack.
Your
Allies are being attacked.
Zeppelins are also your detectors, which is annoying. Always you have to scan, observer, all of this stuff. But so as this army goes on, it costs like 150 to get. Ooh, yeah. Alright, take it easy, baby. So you just gotta manage your Zeppelins all the time. I mean, all detectors are like that. You gotta manage your detectors. Alright, coming into the final fight. Still got plenty of time, so I'm managing my resources. You want to get that Zeppelin up again, get that. Look at that Imperial Mandate. Alright, where's my ally here? Abatha! Now is the time! Oh, look at that army. I haven't played as Abatha. Costs money. But look at that guy. That's probably the strongest one. And so your soldiers actually cap their guns. So you can upgrade your soldiers and then they... Other soldiers can pick up their guns. Again, World War II reference, it's like, ooh, I did not move my guys at all right there. Boom! How much supply did I just... I think I dropped like 50 supply. It's okay though, because we win. GG.
Triumphant
Well played.
mutations.
Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mengsk. Hope you have a good time.